We'll say Jack Michael is the first person here, and it's his first time making it early. So, hello. Thank you for having notifications on, because honestly, I didn't tell anybody we were doing this except for Brendan about an hour and a half ago, something like that.
People just find their way in,
Honestly, you got more notice this time than you did last time.
Time, yeah.
Was it about the same? I don't know.
I think this was a little bit more.
Yeah, because I had time to go for a swim in the pool, get a shower, and I had time. I was pictures of figures, and
I was with my wife at Popeye's Chicken.
Oh,
when you messaged me.
So what did you get at Popeye's Chicken?
The blackened chicken sandwich, some biscuits, the potatoes and gravy, because you gotta.
I like it. They got the peppers in it. I like that.
It's so good.
Yeah,
it's so good.
That's it. Just some chicken. The spicy chicken sandwich is a regular chicken sandwich with some spicy mayo on top. By the way, it's not. It's not super spicy as the Sundrop.
Yeah, it's not like spicy, but it's just if I'm gonna have something, I'll at least go with a little bit of spice. So I'll go with
that. The potatoes and gravy is spicier than the chicken sandwich.
Probably, yeah. So yeah, we just had it was me and my wife, and my youngest was in her karate class, so we just got. She got some chicken thighs, and then I got the sandwich, and then biscuits and gravy and fries, and it was a good time.
All the good stuff. I had crab cakes and fried okra. Proper Southern meal. So there's that.
Yeah, you don't find okra in Boston. That's not a thing here.
You're missing out, man. You're missing out. Now I hate green beans. Like green beans are the devil. Like I don't do green beans. I don't care how you cook them. Don't care.
I like green beans that are loaded with some garlic. So, like,
I would eat the garlic and leave the green beans.
That's fair. I can't begrudge that.
Hey, let's see who's in chat. Caleb's here. Hey, we got a new channel member. What's up? Neilerific. Welcome to the patrol. How you doing, buddy? Appreciate it very much. Thanks for supporting the patrol. We very much appreciate that. William's in the house. William just got his snow speeder in from Yoast. Nice. So there's that. He got that in a couple of days ago. And then Ghost will be destroyed on the Ahsoka show for sure. Yeah, we're going to get to that. I totally I agree. it's going to be sad, but it's
going to go the way of the Razor Crest.
I understand the way where you're going with that. We're going to do this tonight, guys. We're going to have just a recap of CaliforniaCon, or as my friend here says, CaliforniaCon job. His words, not mine. But anyways, CaliforniaCon, we're going to talk about that. And then we've got some news from InArt. We got some news from Hot Toys. We got some news from Hasbro, which is probably more exciting than all of that stuff combined, maybe. And then I want to figure out how much money, if your significant others aren't in the chat, how much money you spent this week on SDC related items. That would be a curious thing. Or what did the CaliforniaCon get you on a sale or like on a post or something? Let's go with that.
I wanted to, but they didn't have any of my pewter stuff.
Oh, I didn't. I'll email them, and I'm pretty sure I'm on their blacklist. But that email might get through, and I'll have them directly reach out to you.
Well, I know they didn't sell them; they're just used as doorstops in the Sideshow offices.
Oh, the pewter. I have no doubt that somebody bought some pewter materials.
The next thing is a pewter pedestal.
Ooh. Wow. That would be very heavy.
It would.
That would be very, very, very heavy.
Is there such thing as pewter plated? A pewter plated pedestal? I can't even say that once.
Pewter plated pedestal. The triple P. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I can tell you that if I must be honest with you guys, I came out unscathed. I got nothing.
Yeah,
CaliforniaCon.
I didn't get anything. No, there were some really cool things that were revealed at Sideshow. Not Sideshow. Well, actually, no, they kind of were. They had a couple of cool statues. I will say that.
Yeah.
The like Gotham by Gaslight Batman looked really cool. There was a Deathstroke, Poison Ivy that looked cool, and the Ghost Rider.
Poison Ivy did look good. The green one.
Yeah, well, I liked both. I actually think I like the flesh tone one a little bit better in this case. And then the Ghost Rider. I like the Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider was all
premium
right.
format.
It was all right. I like the XM Studios Ghost Rider better than that one, but
Yeah. So that was my
different
thing.
league.
Is like I liked 4 or 5 like statues that they revealed. The problem was that when you build this up as like a 4-day long event, and then you deliver that little, like, is spaced out throughout it,
Yeah.
it lessens the impact of those. This, in my opinion, should have been a 1-day event. Like, just one
maximum,
day,
like half a day.
boom. Yeah, I'm talking like, and you could split it up. You could do it throughout the day and be like, we're going to do 3 or 4 streams, and you're going to have them themed. Because like, this one's the Hot Toys and 6 scale stuff. This is the statues. This is the art print stuff. This is, miscellaneous or whatever, or however you want to do it.
Yeah.
But people are saying, it was one of the things that people really didn't like about the Prime 1 showcases, right? Where you're sitting there for 3 hours.
The last one.
And it was all, and you're like waiting for the, something that you like to come, and it just doesn't. And you're like, man, couldn't you have just like put this out in like video chunks with chapters or something? And I could have just gone to the stuff that I like. Like, I understand they're trying to keep, audience retention kind of thing, but you're just irritating people if they're sitting through a long thing. And then they're like, I was watching, their live stream today, but not live on their channel. I was watching it on the Everyday Collector channel as they were doing a live, just kind of, watching it. And that was fun because it's, the guys just hanging out and shooting the shit while they're, watching whatever sideshow is not revealing. But that's the thing. It like nothing ever really materialized. Today, they were like, all right, we're going to go out with a bang. They're holding something special for today. And it was nothing.
Yeah.
It was just absolutely nothing. And I was like, this should have just been a 1-day thing where you really hone in, and then you really try and hit, those beats with those bigger pieces that you want to reveal, instead of spacing those out over 4 days and surrounding them by a bunch of other lackluster stuff. And I'm sure there was stuff that people liked and wanted to buy. I'm not saying that everything was garbage, but 2 things drove me nuts. Is one, that a very large percentage of what they showed was not new. It had already been seen. We had already seen all those Clint Eastwood things. So they're cool, but they weren't new. This is the event where you bring out the new stuff, when you try and wow people and really show off what you've got.
Yeah, they're bringing out stuff they showed 2 years ago.
Right, exactly. And they're doing giveaways with Hot Toys.
The life-size Grogu and that art print, which they can't seem to get rid of because it's not a very good art print in my opinion. It's not good looking. And they keep peddling that thing out. I'm going, move on.
If you didn't make 8 million of them, then you wouldn't be trying to give them away now. If you didn't over-order that ridiculous Iron Man hot toy, you wouldn't have literally been giving it away for free.
They were giving it away.
Free.
And they were giving
something like, please take this.
They were giving something else away. What was it? It wasn't Iron Man. It was something else. Shit.
I don't remember what the other...
It was another thing. It was another hot toy, but it wasn't Iron Man. But I know what you're talking about, the holographic one, yeah.
But yeah, so here's my thing is, it should have just been a 1-day event, and then it would have been like, okay, in this 1 day, boom, we got Deathstroke, we got Batman, Gotham by Gaslight, we got the 2 Poison Ivies, we got Ghost Rider. That's okay. You're making a little bit of an impact. It's like, it's not like earth-shattering, but they're good. The problem is they spaced it out over 4 days, so each thing was weakened because it was surrounded by a live stream of other kind of lackluster stuff for this type of event. And then they were outshined by the stuff that was shown at San Diego.
Right.
Because
I agree with Linda on this one. I don't know if you saw this. I got one of their emails, and they created their own platform, I guess. Clearly I'm not a member of it.
I don't know if it's an app.
You had to go to 3
website.
Different places to see whatever the hell they had going on. Like they make it. They're really good at gatekeeping. Like really good at gatekeeping.
Well, you know what they're trying, because so many people over the last year or two have left their horrible Facebook group. They're trying to get people to go back to that and
Yeah,
through
I'm not allowed
their new
back then.
platform and stuff. Yeah, I'm not either. But not that I would want to.
I
But
wouldn't go either.
look, I was all for. I was hoping that we were going to get some really good stuff. You know, like I don't care. Like Sideshow can annoy me, whatever. But if they had released some bangers, I would have been ecstatic. To me, nothing like the stuff that they've announced recently in the last couple of months before this. I like the Spider-Man Noir a lot, and I like that more than anything that I saw today or this week from them. But then the Spider-Man Noir, the premium format.
Oh, I didn't see it.
The statue. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm 100%. I'm getting that.
Oh,
It's really. I love it. I love the Spider-Man Noir character. And this premium format they announced a couple months back is awesome. It's like a good companion. It's along with like the Iron Spider that they're doing. It's a good companion piece.
Gotcha.
It looks great. I really dig it. I think they knocked that one out of the park. So I'm very happy with that one. I think that's better than anything that was newly revealed this week, at least from my taste. But
you didn't like all the Iron Studios 1/10 pieces.
You know,
they were really pushing Iron Studios this week.
They really were. And here's the thing: like,
I don't know why, but
those are perfectly like. There are people who absolutely love the smaller scale Iron Studios stuff and have like massive displays with like dozens and dozens of those Iron Studios, and that's totally cool. It's not for me, so I wasn't. But Iron Studios did wow people and had people talking with that $60,000 Thanos statue.
I still haven't seen that.
It's $60,000 because it's got real gemstones and like diamonds and all this stuff in it, and they're only making 5.
Did you get?
I wanted all 5, but somebody got them before I could. So otherwise, I was totally going to do it.
You got to get better internet, man.
I know, but that people were talking about that, but people were saying the statue itself, take out the precious gems and stuff, and the statue itself was so good that they hope they make a regular version that's not $60,000 because people will buy the crap out of that, right?
Gotcha.
The Maximum Carnage from PCS that the Kuchar brothers, helped design was like, that's what I heard everybody talking about and was on all the social channels and everywhere you went on Instagram and Facebook, people were talking about and posting pictures and videos of that. That was like the talk of the town. Nothing that Sideshow did for 4 days came close to any of those things that were already shown on the preview night on Thursday at SDCC.
Yep. True story.
And it's like they had the lead up before the show started, before the con started, to make a splash and to get people talking about their stuff. It didn't work.
I'm trying to pull up a photo of what the Kuchar brother one, but is it just on their Instagram? Is that the only place? That's the only place I saw it.
It's on Instagram. It's on their Instagram. Marco's posted something of it in the cantina.
I'll just pull up on Instagram.
Some other people that I know, Ryan Sargent, Fire Guy Ryan, and Comic Tom 101. They had it on their Instagram. I think Gem Mint did too. It's a stunning piece. Like, it's one of those ones that you'd want to have in like the middle of a room because it is a full 360-degree piece. It basically recreates 2 different Maximum Carnage comic book covers. And so you've got like a bust and like a quarter scale Carnage, like 2 different Carnages coming out of it. It's insane. It's massive.
Let me get logged in here now.
It's the kind of thing that you'd want to have in the middle of a room where you can appreciate it from all angles. Because if it's up against the wall, you're not going to be able to appreciate whatever side is against the wall because there's something going on all the way around.
Right. Well, I've got I had to authenticate myself to Instagram on the app or the whatever internet, so I can pull up this post. So let's go ahead and do that.
I will say this: as disappointed with Sideshow's con job as I am, I did buy a hot toy from Sideshow today.
No shit. Did you really?
Yeah. Well, so the Stealth Iron Man, I hadn't pre-ordered that.
Oh,
and then it went on wait list, and I knew that I could get it eventually, so I wasn't rushing. I jumped on the wait list. I didn't want to pay Hong Kong prices and shipping for a die-cast Iron Man. Just like I just didn't want to do that. I was like, you know what? I'll wait. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
the wait list converted earlier today, and I was like, there you go. And
You're gonna like
I
it.
bought it from them.
You're gonna like it.
Oh yeah, I've got the original and the War Machine. It was just that one that hit waitlist before I was able to jump on it. So now I'll have all three of them.
Well, this is the statue he was talking about with the Chark brothers.
It's so good.
Now,
it's so good.
If I can back up here.
You've got all these characters, Venom and Spidey, all these characters around this massive.
It doesn't
Carnage.
look large.
It is when you're next to it. Like it's a big piece. I don't know.
I wonder if there's some more pictures.
I think the other there's nothing next to it for scale reference, but it is really cool. It's just, I think what also makes it feel much larger is that it is full 360. So it's like you've got to, like I said, you have to be able to appreciate it from all the way. So like it's going to take up some real estate in your display.
There's a lot going on.
See, you've got all the characters hanging off Carnage. You've got that kind of version of Carnage right there with the arm coming out. Yep. You've got the full head on the left side of that. And then on the other side of
I got a video. Nice.
Yeah. On the other side, as they rotate around, there's another version of Carnage that is like coming out from the bottom, like he's leaping over New York City. And he's got his like arms extended. It's
pretty sick.
The amount of work going into detailing this and creating something like this is insane. The sculpt work on this,
it's probably 2 feet tall.
It's maybe
not huge.
The thing that I love how you got the other Carnage right there coming out.
Yeah.
The only thing with something like this that makes me hesitate is that there's a lot of pieces for breakage.
Oh yeah.
That's, depending on how this is packaged, I also wonder what the assembly is going to be like once you get it out of the box, because to safely package this, I feel like they have to have this in so many different pieces nestled into styrofoam. But yeah, I would imagine they're going to have a lot of replacement parts on hand ready for breaks.
Yeah, but this is the important part right here. It says they help the concept we did help PCS secure the Marvel license, or a new Marvel license. So PCS is going to be doing evidently some Spideys, some Carnage, some Venom, some.
That's exactly
pretty cool.
That's exactly why Ant Adams brought on the Kucharik brothers.
I mean, he didn't PCS? Didn't they do the Miles you have?
Yeah,
they did that one, right? But this is a different. This is a totally different style than
my third scale. So my third scale Miles. So that's the thing. PCS has had a Marvel license, but it was the Marvel Games license.
Right.
Now it seems like this has earned them the Marvel license. Now I don't know. They don't specify what scale they have it in because the licenses are scale specific often. Yeah. But they've already been doing 1/3 scale for the Marvel games, the Gamerverse as they call it. But that's exactly why they brought people like the Kucharik brothers on to lead design over there, so that they would be able to put concepts together like this that would get them those licenses, and it worked.
Well, let's bounce over to something to complain about, because that's what collectors do. You ready?
No.
All I've seen are complaints.
You know what? I was surprised too. I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he was like, yeah, I don't think it's as good as the Hot Toys one. And I looked at it and I was like, I think it's just as good, or maybe even a little bit better.
I don't have enough info. I can't judge it off this. I need to see more.
I definitely want to see more, but I mean, you get a full-on view of the portrait there, and it looks pretty good to me.
It looks like Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
What more do you want? But let's see what the people want. There's 86 comments.
Yeah, I don't know how you can necessarily improve on the suit. I mean, there's the coloring is darker from like the Justice League ones. Like that's fine. I don't know.
They didn't design the outfit.
I don't know how you could really improve on the suit that much. It's not an overly complex figure or design. So I didn't really have any questions that InArt would be able to do it.
No.
I just,
but here we go. Here's the comments though. You know, looking good, but not feeling on par with your best work. This one says, doesn't blow me away. Prefer Justice League version. Well, if you like a different freaking version, then clearly this is not the one for you.
But I don't know. I don't know what people don't like about it.
Like not as good as I expected. I mean, did they? What the hell did they expect?
But I don't know. I mean, to me, it looks like Cavill, so I don't know what
this doesn't look good at all.
Are thinking in terms of like why it's not as good as they thought.
I don't know. I mean, the Hot Toys one is just fine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
See, and I know people who are chomping at the bit. A buddy of mine, Jason, he'll probably buy 3 of these things. He's the biggest Henry Cavill Superman fan on the planet. I think it looks really good. That being said, I have the Justice League Superman and I have the Snyder Cut black suit Superman.
That's a beautiful suit.
So while this looks awesome, I don't know if
it's not enough for me to buy.
I don't know if it's enough for me to get, and that's not because it's not good. It's just because it's a very straightforward design, and I think the likeness for both are good, but it's not like the likeness on the Hot Toys one is so bad that I need something better.
Yeah, agreed.
And nor is it that this one is so phenomenal that I have to get it and have a third Cavill Superman.
Well, in addition to that, it's not when they did the Joker, they upgraded a 7-year-old figure, 8-year-old figure, whatever the hell it was. This is, I mean, we one of these.
Just got the black suit
6 months ago.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not the gap is not there, right?
Now, if the engineering on the body is somehow better, if they do something really cool with like a transparent or invisible flight stand, if they innovate in that. If they innovate in that way, in some other way that Hot Toys didn't, then I could see, okay, yeah, that might be worth doing. But
here's what I want to see. Here's how they do it. Let me tell you, InArt, pay attention. This is what you need to do. If you do this,
there's a big storm going on right now outside my window.
All right, well, it's about to be a storm right there. I'm going to give away free, like, if they do this, they're just going to print money. You ready for this? Okay. You know how, I don't know, maybe you don't know how. These sneakerheads out there know. The sneakerheads got this thing that's a bracket, and they have a metal or magnetic ball that goes in the shoe, and the shoe floats. It literally hovers because of magnets. If they build a base and put magnets in this dude, so he freaking floated with no flight stands, just like they do with those damn sneakers, they'd make bank.
That being said, as of late with my experience, I'm not 100% confident in InArt's ability to deal with magnets.
I agree with that. My Heath Ledger Joker is falling over every damn day.
I gave up today. Literally today, I was like, it fell over like every day for like a week and a half straight.
Every day.
No matter what. And it's like, and look, I'm sure some people don't have an issue at all. It's not that they can't do it a couple of times, but consistency across the board. Yeah. The magnets on he's leaning no matter where you place him on there. Yep. So finally, because I have the sculpted 2-pack and I have the one where he's sitting on the bench in the cell. I just moved him over and then I put the other one standing next to him on that same diorama.
Yep. Mine,
because I was like, I can't do it anymore.
Got his forehead leaning against my Detolf glass cabinet.
That's literally what was happening. So I had to like carefully take the front of my Modja case off and reach in to like grab him so he didn't fall out. Yep. I was like, I'm done with. I can't deal with those goddamn magnets anymore.
And I'm like I don't know. I'm just like, hey, whatever. So, yeah,
but
whatever.
I'm waiting for InArt's the Batman, the Pattinson Batman, because I have that on pre-order, so I'm looking forward to that one. But I feel like Hot Toys might come out with theirs first.
Yeah. AJ says, I think it looks fine. I don't have interest in another Superman, but I see him and it's not trash like some of the comments suggest. Yeah, it's not. And for me, it's not enough to sell. As we all know, lighting makes a difference, which this is a little strange lighting for me.
Yeah.
The highlights are it's just
this might sell like gangbusters. I don't know. But to me, and again, I like Henry Cavill as Superman, but to me, it's like the DCU is moving on from him and moving on from that old universe.
Yeah.
And the Hot Toys ones, both the Justice League and the Snyder Cut Black Suit, were both really good. So I just don't know if this is like, I understand, like you mentioned, the Heath Ledger Joker, that was updating a 10-year-old figure, right? This one, it's like, I don't know if this is the best thing for them to be focusing on right now.
No, and certainly not another Wonder Woman, which whatever. Anyways, they're going to do what they're going to do. You can buy them and not buy them. I don't
do a Linda Carter Wonder Woman.
But I will tell you, I think they're losing some momentum because they're not releasing anything. It's too slow.
Yeah, we're seeing like teases of the demon butthole. I mean the
that was your own searches. That was not. That was.
But we see. Come on, tell me that picture didn't look that looked like a demonic brown eye. Right,
I gotta. Is it other? This is their group. Hold on, where's their page?
But it was they've got so many things that they've teased and or put up for pre-order, but they've only delivered the one figure so far, and they nailed it. They earned a lot of people's trust. Yeah. But you've got the Batman that's supposed to be coming. They've announced this. You've got Harry Potter. You've got the Lord of the Rings stuff, but none of them have actually released outside of that Joker. So, yeah, I think they had some momentum, and now it's kind of dwindling because Hot Toys is like cranking out. I mean, they did like 5 figures in 11 days or something. Like Hot Toys is cranking stuff out. This is kind of like, usually it's at the end of the year where they start cranking out a bunch of stuff and everybody's like, oh my God, like all my pre-orders are coming at once, but they're doing like a version of, it's like, actually they usually do that around Christmas, but it's actually Christmas in July this time. Like,
well, if you collect Marvel, you're safe because it's been all Star Wars for the most part.
Yeah, actually do. It has been which still hasn't been the one that I really want. I'm waiting for Cobb Vanth.
Yeah.
I want that Timothy Oliphant. I'm so stupid. I completely spaced on the fact that they released the first 2 episodes of the new Justified. So I have to go back and I have to watch that tonight or tomorrow.
Is this on your hit list?
No.
I'm thinking no.
If I love Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I thought he was great as Spider-Man. I liked him so much better than Tobey Maguire. And I loved the first Amazing Spider-Man movie. And while it had its faults and some choices they made with like Harry, Osborn and stuff, I didn't hate the second Amazing Spider-Man, right? I know a lot of people did. I didn't. And I'd watch those movies over any of the Sam Raimi trilogy, including Spider-Man 2, any day of the week. And I don't give a shit what anybody has to say about it. That being said,
okay. What's up with his hands?
They're weird and look very plasticky.
I just noticed that. That's weird. But are all of them like that?
It's also like, I don't know, because it's a tall, thin body, which is the original release was like that too.
Right.
It's just sometimes, I don't know, the suit kind of sits weirdly. I need to see it like in someone's hand in like video. But
look at the coloration going on here.
Yeah, and it's like a shiny plastic for the hands.
Weird,
also seems like the suit's pinching in at the elbow there, and that's not an extreme bend. So I'm not sure, but like things like that.
I don't see longevity on this thing with the way the webbing is, but
yeah, the thing is, I already have so many Spider-Man figures. As big a fan as I am of Andrew Garfield, and I would love it if Sony was like, yeah, we're going to do a third Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movie. I would go see that all day. This, I'm unfortunately leaning toward no. Maybe somebody changes my mind when they get it in hand and give some good video of it, but the blogger photos aren't convincing. Like, see how it's bunching in the elbow there, and that was not an extreme.
No, this is
like it's practically straight.
Yeah. Well, if this had been released a year ago, I would have said yes. But when was No Way Home?
No Way Home was
2 years?
December of 2021.
It's 2 years. It's been 2 years.
I think, yeah.
Oh, 2.5 years, almost 2.5 years. It's two. I've moved on to the next thing.
Yeah, I mean,
looks weird, man.
It does, yeah.
And the sculpt is not an older Garfield.
Well, technically it's supposed to be from Amazing Spider-Man 2, not from
it's not
Way
from
Home.
the film. Okay,
I think that was a licensing thing, so it's actually supposed to be.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, well, because the lizard was
from the new film, but not the. Okay.
Well, did they? Because the lizard diorama base is sold separately. Did they market that as No Way Home?
I don't know the answer to that. Let me see.
Because the lizard was the villain in the first Amazing Spider-Man movie.
Amazing Spider-Man 2. There's that. All right, hold on. Yep, No Way Home's the lizard. So they just split it up. Okay.
It was a way for them to do it, but they there was a licensing thing, I'm sure, with where it was cheaper for them to do it as Andrew Garfield from the Amazing Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
But I think the sculpt is decent. I don't think it doesn't blow me away. I think it's like an 8 out of 10. Which is
I wouldn't use it.
Not everything has to be a home run, but
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't use it anyway. So whatever. I think this is I don't see me getting this. I don't see me getting this.
It's not it's not a must-have, and to me, that's kind of where I'm at now with Hot Toys. It's got to be a must-have for me. If I'm like on the fence, then it's not for me at this point. Just because I'm really trying to curate my collection, streamline it, get rid of some stuff, and focus on like the things that I really, really like.
Like this.
The head sculpt looks great. I feel like the hair is just going to be a nightmare because even in their photos, some of it looks like, oh man, and they had the time to perfectly style these before the photos.
Well, it'll be 8 years before we get this.
Now, the other thing too is I think this figure is going to cost an arm and a leg.
I don't care. Don't care. I'm in.
I know, and like, look, and price and whether or not it's worth it is all relative, to every collector, one from the next. So I'm not saying it's going to be wrong or outlandish or something.
Yeah.
I do think it's going to be, because they said this is like the first in like a line of like premium figures.
What was their quote?
And I think that is basically Hot Toys language for, okay, you guys were willing to pay a premium price for those rooted InArt figures. Yep. Well, we're going to bring our rooted hair technology to the market, and you're going to pay the premium for us now.
Well, in addition to that, I think this paint on this sculpt, that's pretty damn good.
That the sculpt is phenomenal. That sculpt is probably, I mean, I haven't taken it out in a while and looked at it. I have the dark side Anakin from Revenge of the Sith.
This is better than that.
The sculpt is probably better. Yeah.
Yeah, it's better.
Which it should be. That like they've had a while to work on it. It should be. But it's also not something that I have to have when I already have the dark side Anakin.
Shame on you
personally.
Shame on you. Says the man who has 900 Daredevils. Don't give me.
I have 2 Daredevils.
Give me.
I have the red Netflix suit and I have the black one from So Toys.
Well, I'm thinking of comics.
Okay, then yeah, I have about 700 of those.
Yeah, so okay, but this is must have. I don't care how much it is. I really don't. Don't care. I'm in.
I guess what I'm curious about is what constitutes this new premium line.
I don't know, man. There's been this whole debate among
like what's a DX and
what's the DX, and I don't give a shit.
I'm just curious of like, are all the premium figures having this like wool rooted hair technology? Is that what
I don't know. Too soon to say. This guy sold out on the wait list situation. This guy sold out. They got 1,000 of these at the CaliforniaCon. For what I foresee is people bought these because they're limited, and we're going to see them for sale on the Facebook pages as soon as they ship.
Oh yeah,
because people
at first people are going to try and sell them for like $600 or $800 a piece.
Yep.
And then when nobody does, and people are just like, well, I gotta get something back for this, then they'll go for like 200 or 300 or something. But
yeah, those aren't must-haves.
I do kind of I don't know what you think on this. I do think that this kind of may signal the end of the Toy Fair exclusive era that we've.
Oh, you want to go there?
We've been used to.
Is that where you're going?
I mean, why not?
Man,
let's talk about the real stuff.
I was gonna. To be honest with you, after that, I'd like to talk about inventory management, if we can. If we could talk about that, and then we're gonna talk about.
Sorry, wait, hold on. Sorry, I got it. There's a Hulkbuster hidden behind my door. I gotta go. I gotta go grab that.
You mean the box this damn big? It weighs 50 pounds.
Warehouse finds. This is like you need to reevaluate your hiring process in your warehouses. How do you lose a Hulkbuster for like 2 years?
They found a Thanos on throne.
Do you have any idea how big that box is?
How do you lose one of those?
You need 2 people to carry that.
Now hold on.
It didn't just get up and walk away and like hide in the break room somewhere.
Right. Did they offer it to somebody who was on the wait list for those items? No.
Well,
no.
Well, for those, I don't know. They probably have deactivated any wait lists.
It doesn't matter. They had it in the warehouse when the wait list was available. They could have gave it to somebody who wanted it.
You're right, Billy B.
2 years ago.
It was like 5 Hulkbusters. It wasn't like 1. It was 5. That's like an entire wall. Like,
as somebody who owns Hulkbuster Deluxe, I will tell you're not missing that.
5 Hulkbusters is like misplacing an SUV. Like, how do you do that? But anyway, all right.
Anyways, all I'm saying is inventory management is not certain people's strong suit. That's all I'm saying.
Definitely not.
And whoever's in charge of that should be replaced, because that's just if I was on a wait list for said item and then I saw it on a flipping live stream, I'd be pissed.
No, I agree. I agree. If you were on a wait list for like a year and it just never came, and then they canceled it, and then like come like a year or 2 later or whatever, it's like, hey, we found a couple more of these things. You son of a bitch! Like,
pass.
You dirty rat.
Dirty rat. Anyways, go back to your end of exclusive thing. What was your rant?
Well, I mean,
is this the end of
Toy Fair
exclusives?
I think it is.
Okay.
Look at every year for how long they've even had like an actual like catalog flyer kind of thing that that you would, and it would have the Toy Fair exclusives on there. And the last year or so, it was like 1 or 2 that would be out right away, and the other ones maybe it was like October, but it was still within a couple of months of the reveal around San Diego Comic-Con around this time in July, that those figures, Scarlet Spider and 2099, and like all of those neon techs, the Armorer, all of those were Toy Fair exclusives revealed in the summer. There was none of that at all. Now, unless they surprise us over the next couple of days while like San Diego is still happening and stuff, I don't see that happening, because why wouldn't they have done that with Sideshow when they already did? I mean, they had like the dewback and stuff like that for Sideshow's thing. So I think we've gone away from the era of like, okay, these 4 or 5 releases are going to be limited run Toy Fair exclusives out within a couple of months or even weeks, kind of thing revealed in the summer, to now we're going to get more of like this Miles and Spidey, and we're going to get more of like the Blue Bale and the Wonder Woman like 100th anniversary Warner Brothers thing, where here and there periodically they'll put something out and be like, we're only making 500 of these or what, and that'll happen maybe throughout the year, but we're not going to get that drop of like 5 Toy Fair exclusives
right
around San Diego anymore.
I don't think they're done. They still have ACGHK. I bet
which
we'll see
is
something
August, right? That's in
there.
August.
It's very. Well, I mean, we're almost in August.
Right? Yeah. I mean, like it's going to be like shortly after.
Yeah,
Comic-Con.
I think we'll see something there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. And all of their new reveals were like what they did, which it wasn't a lot. I mean, I think like people were psyched for like the dewback. I'm sure some people, maybe even you, I was not overly wowed by the covert Mandalorian male and female figures.
No, I mean, I'll end up getting them, but am
I
I
didn't like the color
excited for them?
schemes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
The only thing I think that they did reveal that wasn't outside of these Spider-Men, the only things like for their Sideshow Con job that they did reveal outside of Star Wars stuff in Indy was Modoc, which I don't believe for a second that they're going to actually make. That's like the N1 Starfighter.
Yeah, I hope they do.
That
though.
was a
I just
look
want it for
what
the
we
creep
can
factor.
do. Yeah, that was a look what we can do kind of thing.
Yeah,
There's no way the logistics about production costs, packaging, and shipping on that figure. There's no way enough people would buy it to make that profitable. I don't think so.
yeah. Well, we saw this. We saw the pram for the first time, and the base looks. There's no way. Like I'm not interested in this in the least. I have the Sideshow one, and I have the first Hot Toys life size Grogu.
I have 47 Grogus. I don't.
And the base is ridiculous. Like there's no realism to that whatsoever. No, pass.
Here's the thing: it's like Hot Toys. You sold a ton of Grogus with stuff. Like, good on you.
Right there.
But it's like you also have to own the fact that you oversaturated the collectibles market with Grogu there, and people just aren't impressed or awed or wowed or by Grogu's anymore. So like it's not a selling feature at this point.
You got this guy, right?
I did. I'm one of the select few. Look, I know people were like, man. Oh, I hate this. I don't hate
it. It's just weird. That's all.
I looked at it. But that's exactly what I thought. I was like, this is weird. It's cool. But like, I want a blue-gray Batman in my collection. I had like $150 worth of credit. So I got this thing for dirt cheap.
Yeah.
And the way I look at it is I paid significantly less than retail. If I get it in and it's one of those figures where in hand you're like, oh my God, people are asleep. This thing is amazing. Then awesome. I got it for super cheap. And if I hate it, well, it's sold out and there are people on a wait list for it. So there's a market for it. So worst case scenario, I don't like it and I flip it and make a profit because I paid so little for it to begin with.
That's what people are doing with those spiders.
Yeah.
Just say it. So we got Modoc here, which I think is badass. I don't know. I think it's cool. Kang is I don't care about Kang.
I like the Kang figure. I like him with the blue on his face though, because I love that iconic look.
Look at that size of that Modoc, man.
And that's why they're never going to make it. They're never going to make it.
You know how many complaints they would have about paint applications on a head that large?
Yep. And all those cannons, all those pieces would be breaking. Yeah, it's just I believe that you have a better chance of seeing the N1 Starfighter.
He was the best part of that film.
He was the best part of that film if you like the most entertaining part. Like I don't think they handled the character of Kang well, but I think Jonathan Majors is a phenomenal actor and I liked what he did. But Modoc would be the most entertaining part of that movie if you have no knowledge of the character of Modoc from the comics. Because if you do, then you're like, oh my God, what did you do to this character?
The Modoc
but if you don't, then you're just like, okay, this is kind of funny.
The Modoc animated show was pretty funny.
Yes, but that was handled way better than this was.
Yeah, it was funny though. I agree.
The thing is that you, at least for me, I feel like if a movie doesn't do well and the lineup of characters from this, like if you've got, even though like I like the color scheme on Wasp here more than like the one from the Ant-Man and Wasp movie, the second one.
Yeah, it's more
if you've got that one, you don't need to get this one. If you've got one of the previous Ant-Man figures, you don't need to get this one.
No.
So
they all put them in the same pose.
Yeah. But
everybody put them in the same pose.
If you're not in on that line, then I don't see you splurging to go with something like that Modoc.
Yeah. I don't know why they even displayed this damn thing. What were they thinking?
It makes no sense because they flat out said, okay, we're going to put a suit on it. So this is not what, like,
I don't know.
I have no idea why they even put that on display.
I do like the red lines on Miles. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, but I don't know why they would put the Spider-Man 2099 out.
I don't know. They do weird things. All right, I want to move on over, if I can, over here to Hasbro Pulse, guys. And I'm going to mute this so we don't get copyrighted and all that kind of fun stuff. Bob Ross is live painting something.
Nice.
So HasLab, I want to check in with to see how many back this. By the way, let me know in the chat. Are you guys backing this HasLab project? I know the last one was a fail. This I will have.
What's the buy-in on this?
We'll get in just a second. This is 3 3/4 scale. So it'll match up with our Razor Crest that we already got.
Everyone, please just notice the disclaimer on the bottom right. This product does not move by itself.
It does not move. You're right. It does.
You have to use the force, of your actual.
So you're gonna get
hands.
the Phantom 2 and Hera. And this is interesting. I saw somebody was at a booth live there. 400 million people that were there. This may surprise you, but when I was watching, there was a live stream on Instagram. Somebody was at this event or at this reveal, and he was walking around like showing this thing off. Would you believe that there were people at the booth at Hasbro excited about the products, hands-on, looking at everything? And then I went over to CaliforniaCon, and there were no people. There were no collectors at CaliforniaCon. But they were all over this Hasbro Pulse booth. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I noticed it.
People get excited when they see stuff in person.
In person, they saw things and they bought things. That's all I'm saying. But what I was going to say is the Hera here is the Rebels outfit, but the live action head sculpt.
That's from the
Ahsoka show.
Okay.
So it's the animated suit and then the live action head for the Ahsoka show. All right, so that's
Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Okay,
correct. So this says 8,000 backers needed by September 6th. Now I'm not.
Did you already do it?
Come on, man.
Doc Smizzle already did it. He was. He was one of the first 60.
Yes, I'm in.
I've never backed a Hasbro Pulse thing before.
It's releasing next year. Quit asking me to log in. Get out of here. All right. It's at 3,900, 3,992.
So it's halfway there, and it just went up today.
It went up 5 hours ago.
All right. Yeah, this is 100%. This is getting funded then.
Oh yeah.
There's
100%.
no way it's not.
100%.
What scale is it?
3 3/4.
Okay.
112 or 112. No. 1/18. Sorry. So 8,000 backers needed by September 6th. That's not going to be a thing. And then they got tiers, right? So
they'll
the first tier
this week.
Yeah, well, they'll have all this. First tier is you're going to get Ezra. So the exclusive, this is where the money is on these things, are the figures on card that you can only get with this. And for those out there who collect vintage collection line, you know what I'm talking about. The carded figures that are exclusive, that's where the money's at. It's crazy.
Could you hear that plane flying over my house just now?
I did. I thought it was
okay.
I thought it was the ghost. But Ezra here with a Loth Cat, that's pretty cool. Kind of dig that. That was at 11,000. That's tier 1, and then they have tier 2. I think it's Kanan.
I wonder how much these figures will be sold on eBay for once it comes out.
The only thing I thought was strange, and maybe I just missed it, is there was no chopper. I think there's a chopper head on the Phantom, but there's no chopper figure
to take out and put in. Maybe you can pop it. Maybe that's a full one in that slot, and you can pop them out and put them in the interior.
I don't know, but
I feel like they
yeah.
would have shown it if that was the case, though.
Yeah, I agree. So, so in the chat, let's see here. I'm good, but this looks fantastic. Almost halfway back, still on I'm Cindy, having the Razor Crest that I've got, it is beautiful display piece. I love it. This I want. Now, the only concern I've got with this is the scale. And this is what I'm talking about. 13 inches tall, 34 inches long, 28 inches wide. Chopper is in the video. Okay, cool. I saw him on the Phantom. Did I miss it? Here, I'll play out a video. Anyways, it's going to be flipping huge.
Yeah.
Right? Hold on. I'll see if I missed Chopper because I've watched it 2 or 3 times.
Is there some sort of like, obviously not like a Hot Toys like flight pole, but is there some sort of like stand to have it elevated, or is it just you have to have it on a flat surface?
Yeah, there's Chopper on the Phantom too, but he doesn't come out. The Razor Crest has an acrylic stand. It's beautiful for flight. Yeah,
it doesn't have any trouble holding it up.
Oh no, not at all.
Okay,
not at all. In fact, it's specifically designed to have it as it's taken off. It's beautiful.
How's the build quality on the Razor Crest?
It's exactly what you expect from Hasbro. It's good. The paint application is great. This one I can tell was.
So you have confidence in this.
Yeah. I would 100%. It's worth every penny I paid for it. This is definitely going to require some weathering on it.
Yeah, it is very clean.
It's just, it looks too toy-like, and the paint application on the Razor Crest, because it had that mirror-ish metallic paint on it, it looks more like a display piece. This looks more like a toy. So for me, it's going to require some paint, which is fine. I don't have a problem doing that.
It's always better if it's clean and then you weather it a bit yourself than the weathering be bad from factory.
Right.
And so I don't think weathering is really Hasbro's thing.
No, not for mass production. Here, what am I doing here? I want to go here. What the hell? I want to do this.
500. I mean,
what have I got?
That's less than you'd pay for like a DeLorean.
Yeah. And it's $50 shipping, by the way. By the way, if you're not a member of Hasbro Pulse, it's $50 shipping. If you are a member of Hasbro Pulse, which is $50 for the year, you get free shipping. You might as well sign up for Hasbro Pulse for $50 free for the year. You'll have free shipping on whatever you want to buy from Hasbro Pulse.
So then
over the year,
you get more than one thing and it pays for itself, the shipping. So
that's not bad. I hadn't used it in a while, so I re-signed up for Hasbro Pulse and I bought this, got free shipping, problem solved. But anyways, $50 shipping for something that large isn't bad anyways. Just it's not bad. But
so they actually had one of these made at San Diego.
Yeah. Here, let me find. Yeah, they definitely did.
You know how many of the 4,000 people who have already backed it, you know how many of those were people who walked by that booth and got to see it in person and was like, oh, yeah, absolutely. And then got on their phones and backed it right then and there?
More than we're at CaliforniaCon. Oh, shit. Where is this? I had a... Where's my phone?
On that point, while you're looking for that was my thing too, is like, well, Sideshow saved a bunch of money by like not going to San Diego, not having to pay to bring all their employees down and man the booth and stuff, and then sublet it to somebody else, that space, so then they can still get money back from. You could have cut, because they have a massive booth that they have allocated at San Diego. They could have cut it in half, or even just taken a quarter of it and sublet the rest of it out to someone else, and just brought 10 or 12 amazing pieces to put on a display, and had a skeleton crew, manning it. Just bring down a couple people, save a ton, sublet and make a ton back from somebody else. Yep. And had exactly what Hasbro had here, where you've got people not hands-on, but like physically right there looking at the product in person, getting excited and placing pre-orders.
That's how large that thing is. Look at that thing.
It doesn't look like it's super heavy though, because he's moving that pretty easily.
I thought I had another. This is from Spice Runners Lounge. I don't know who that is, but that's who it was. It's a group, I guess. And I had, let's see here. I had another one.
It's a cool piece, but they're also timing it really well. With all
they
the hype.
they led it up to the Friday. They were like, it's coming, and then
they not just timing it well in terms of being at San Diego, but with the Ahsoka show coming in just a matter of weeks.
Oh yeah,
like that's one of the things that Hot Toys isn't always the best at, timing these kinds of things. It'll be like we're literally still waiting for them to announce a Hawkeye from the Hawkeye show, stuff like that.
Oh,
so
that's never happening, man.
Probably not. But they're not the best at timing those things. Hasbro knew exactly what they were doing, and they maximized it.
I have. Anyways, I was trying to. I thought I saved a video earlier. Anyways, I'm sure they're all over YouTube. I'll make a video on it later. But anyways, the answer is: am I backing this? Yes, 100%. Yes.
I love this guy.
Yes. Yeah.
This guy is awesome.
Yeah,
I didn't even. Nope. I was gonna say I didn't even attempt that. I was like,
it was a pain in the ass.
But I love the hat. I love the whole he looks.
He needs a drink.
Cool. He really does. Maybe like a Mai Tai. He looks great. I'm a fan of their bases, the way they do those kind of metal textured bases, and then it's just red with like the white flowers on it. Yeah, So Toys did a really good job with that one.
Yeah, baby. Yep. Is Ahsoka coming August 21st or 23rd?
Whatever the Wednesday is, because Star Wars stuff. Yeah. Or no, it's Star Wars Fridays now, and Marvel Wednesdays, I think. I don't know. Either way, they're dropping like the 23rd. First 2 episodes.
2-3. 2-3.
Oh, did you see in the new upcoming Mortal Kombat 1 game that they have announced 3 new characters?
No.
Omni-Man, Homelander, and Peacemaker are all going to be in the new Mortal Kombat game.
Wow.
I'm on board with that. Can you think of the Mortal Kombat fatalities with those characters? And they did like a reveal video, and the character models look good.
Peacemaker's got to be with his gun,
and it looks like John Cena too. It's not like a cartoon or comic book version. Like it looks like John Cena. He's got the gun, he's got the helmet, everything. Homelander, Omni-Man, like they look good. All
right, hold on. Here's the trailer. Hold on. I'm gonna get copyrighted on this. I bet you. Hold on. I have not seen the music. Yeah, well, I've got copyrighted on video before, which is crazy because if you're doing commentary, it should not be a thing. All right, warning. It's there's a mature audience thing here going on. Let's see. I have not seen this.
Yeah, I'm all in on this. Like, I'll get this game and play. It'll be fun.
All right, we've got my future self. People say, "Well,
J. Jonah Jameson as Omni-Man."
That does look like Cena.
Yep, Peacemaker.
Wow, that was a good trailer.
And then
that was good camera, like directing. That was good. That was good.
Come on.
Yeah, whoever designed that pan, that was good.
It might be a little lull in the Call of Duty action, and we'll be playing online against each other for that.
No, well, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there. For those you haven't played Call of Duty, currently in Call of Duty, you can be Homelander and the other people, the Black Noir and Starlight. You can be them.
But did we talk about that? Isn't it like changing their like you actually have their powers and stuff, and that's not Call of Duty anymore.
I don't like you. I got killed by a Homelander doing like laser visions, and I'm like, that is not the wrong game. Like, this is not Fortnite.
Well, but even in Fortnite, it's only a skin. You don't get the powers of Mando or Superman, or like you still just have whatever weapons are like. You don't all of a sudden you're not like I can fly and have ice breath and shoot lasers out of my. You can't do any of that. But I guess Call of Duty missed the memo on that one.
I guess I don't know. I'm yeah. I may. Those games don't have a long shelf life for me, but I might play.
They're fun, but they're the ones where it's like you play it for a while when you first get it, and then you don't play it again for a really long time. But then it's a random like, oh, this is gonna be hilarious, and you break it out, and then you just play it, and it amuses, and you just have it there for break glass in case of fun emergency kind of thing.
There you go.
So,
well, I wanted to showcase this. This is something I got like 2 months ago. And it's been sitting here on my desk for a while. And I figured, why not? I'll show them to you guys now. I found these on Facebook Marketplace. I literally haven't even opened them. Hold on. Clone Wars related collectibles. I need to go get some. I need to deal with that this weekend when I'll go get some frames for these. But I got some artwork. Clone Wars related artwork. Limited edition pieces. Probably 2 months ago, and they've just been sitting here on my desk. And I just saw them and remember we were talking about stuff you just forget about. This is what I forgot about. So I got 2 of these. I got character keys, Lucasfilm, certificate of authenticity, right? Star Wars.
Like
and this is a Mace Windu character key. I don't know how well that's going to focus.
Oh, there you go. It's in focus now.
Right? It's got his power.
Is that Mace Windu? It looks more like Yoda.
Yeah, it's from the original Clone Wars animated.
Okay,
original.
I was going to say that looks like Yoda.
No. Original Clone Wars animated. So it's got his keys on this. And it's like, I don't know, 6x8 or whatever. Number 888 of 1000. Whatever. And then I also got number 631 of 1000. But I got Anakin from the original series. Focus. There we go. And they're pretty cool little things.
That's a powerful mullet there.
Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. But I got these 2. They're tiny. They're like 6x8. They're just that big. But I saw them on Facebook Marketplace, and I was like, yeah. So I went and picked them up.
You know what's not tiny? Bam.
That's pretty cool, man. I'm not gonna lie,
dude.
It's not a mullet, but it's it's pretty cool.
You might be able to describe me as giddy when this.
You could rock a mullet in that, and that would be pretty awesome.
This thing is just glorious. Custom made. Got it from this guy on Instagram. I can't, and I'm gonna have like silver Sharpie. I'm gonna get like the cast signing all around. But yeah, it's fully wearable. Like this thing is.
Is it like pants. Carbon fiber weave and all that crap?
No, it's like a rubberized material.
Oh, so you can't actually go crime fighting in it.
Well, you can. It's just not going to offer any protection. It's definitely not going to deflect a bullet from the Punisher. But it's like I freaking love this thing. It's so damn cool. And the thing is, so I got it through this guy on Instagram, and it was $300. And I had it in, I think, just about 4 weeks.
That ain't bad.
So, and he quotes 6, but I had it in just about 4.
Wow.
So just in time for Fan Expo Boston, the first signature on that will be Rosario Dawson.
Nice.
So I'll have that in a couple weeks, but yeah, dude, I was super happy when I got that one. He makes really cool. He makes different ones too, like different Daredevil ones, like the red and yellow and all black. He does Captain America, the Red Guardian, Soldier Boy from the boys. Like he does a bunch of different different ones, and he does incredible work.
Nice, very cool. Ladies and gents, we're going to wrap this up. It has been 1 hour and 4 minutes, which is 4 minutes past what I like to do for a live stream, because I'm respectful of your time and mine. And honestly, it's Call of Duty. Well, it's past Call of Duty time. It doesn't really matter. I will tell you this last thing before we go. I'm I'm going to see Oppenheimer on Tuesday.
Going Monday.
I tried to go Wednesday, Thursday, whatever. All the showings were sold out. There were no seats available to my theater that I like to go to. None. The first opening was Tuesday at 7:00. To be fair, where a seat where I didn't have to go up there and go like this, look straight up. I wasn't going to do that. So Tuesday at 7:00, going to see Oppenheimer. I'm incredibly excited about that. Hoping to enjoy that film. I will not be going to see Barbie.
You're not going to do the Barbenheimer
no,
double feature?
I'm not into the Barbie woke nonsense. I'm out. In addition to that, Oppenheimer promises to be a beautiful film. And I like history. So that's, it's a thing. So I'm going to go see that. That's the next thing. I did see Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning.
I enjoyed that a lot.
I liked it. I hate that it was a part 1 of 2, and we're going to have to wait for part 2. I hate that. That sucks. But
it's going to be a while for part 2.
It's going to be a while. However, Haley Atwell.
Oh my God, she was so good.
She did.
So good.
She did really
I'm hoping
good.
that this is like the actual real breakout thing for her.
Yeah.
That the first Cap movie should have been. Like I don't know why she didn't blow up like crazy after that, but this one, man, she's
really good.
She holds her own with Tom Cruise in there. But this movie took them like 4 years to make because of delays and COVID and stuff like that. So, and now with the strikes, God only knows when they're gonna get the second part made.
That was the sad part. I didn't know it was a part 1 of 2. I guess I missed that in the title. I didn't see it.
It's literally in the title.
I didn't see it. I just saw
it is a long title, so it might get cut off on,
It's a Mission Impossible. And I said, yeah, I'll go see it. So I went and saw it, and it was a good film. I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. Some of the CGI on the train was a little weird, but it's fine.
It was still pretty damn good.
It didn't take away from the film in delays, but Haley Atwell was definitely a winner on that one. She did
absolutely.
Really so
that was a good one. I've got I'm going to see Oppenheimer on Monday. On Wednesday,
don't spoil it. I don't want to know if they actually they are successful and all. Don't spoil it.
Actually. I'm gonna go see that on Monday. I'm gonna go see taking my family to an advanced screening on Wednesday of the new Haunted Mansion movie, which with Rosario Dawson, Danny DeVito, like that actually looks really good.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the family to see that, and then the following Monday, we also have tickets taking everybody to see the advanced screening of the Ninja Turtles new movie.
Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna go see that too.
Yeah, so I'm psyched. I'm going to see a lot in the. Thank goodness for my AMC Stubs like A-list thing where I pay $25 a month and I can see up to 3 movies a week. So
I'm with you, man. It pays for itself if you're.
If
you're in movie season, it pays for itself.
And for a Dolby theater, an adult ticket is like $22.
Yeah.
If you get the A-list pass thing, you pay $25 for the month. If you see 2 movies in 1 month, then it's paid for itself.
Yep, no doubt. All right, ladies and gents, we're out of here. Enjoy your weekend. And that's it. That's all we got. We're out of here. See ya.